Hey guys, today we're going to go over some multiple choice practice. And of course, with multiple choice, it's always a good idea to try to do this on your own first and then watch my video on how I solve these problems. It really gets to tell you like whether you really know this stuff or what you need help on. So the first question, which circuit has the smallest equivalence resistance? Equivalent resistance just means total. And we've gone over that. And so for example, on number 1 here, it has branched points, so I know this is parallel. Number 3 also has branch points here in between circuits, so I know this is parallel. Now, if you notice number 2 and number 4, those two, it's all one continuous loop. There is no branch points. It's all one series, one loop. So I know this is S. Same thing with this one. It's all one. It's all going through the same circuit here. It is series. So when I solve for number 1, to find total resistance is different for parallel. So for example, number 1, it's 1 over R total, which is equal to 1 over my first resistance, which is 2, plus 1 over 2. Those are my two resistances here. And so when I add these two, 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1 ohm. But remember, we're not done there. You take the inverse. So you take, if you want to do the algebra, you can. 1 over R total equals 1 ohm, or just take the inverse. But if we take the inverse of this, 1 over 1 is just 1 ohm. So that one has the total of 1 ohm here. Now number 3, using the same formula because it's parallel, 1 over R total, and then to find my resistance here, I have to take 1 over the resistances, so 1 over 2 here, and then I gotta do the next one, 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 for the next resistance, finally 1 over 2 for the next resistance. So 1 here and 1 here, that is equal to 2 ohms. Okay, but we know that that is not my final answer. I have to take the inverse. So 1 over 2 ohms is just 0.5 ohms. So 0.5 ohms. So we're not done yet. We really do have to calculate the rest of these problems. And so for example, for series, number 2, series is way better. For R total, we just add up the resistances. Okay, so my first resistance is 2, so 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 ohms. That's it. So my total here is 4 ohms. My R total for this one, 2, 2, 2, and 2. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ohms. And so for this, we have a total of 8 ohms. So what is my smallest total resistance? That would be number 3 here. Okay. Now for your next problem, suppose you have a circuit diagram below here with 3 resistors, an ammeter, okay, which if you know A, that means that it's current. Okay, that's your current. With a battery, and the battery is 12 volts. Automatically right off the bat, I see branch points, so I know that this is a parallel circuit. Okay, that means if I have a parallel, that means voltage is the same all throughout, so I know I can already label this. Voltage is going to be the same through each branch point. Okay, but the question asks, how much current flows through the ammeter? So you have to be careful with these type of questions. So they're only specifically looking for this part of the branch, because that's the only thing that has the ammeter. So to find current, we just use Ohm's law, I equals V over R. So voltage is equal to 12, and my resistance here is 2. So 12 divided by 2 is 6 ohms. Okay, on your last problem, try to calculate this one by yourself first, and then, you might want to pause the video and then solve it yourself. But let's look at this. The circuit diagram is shown below. So we have batteries with 10 volts, 2 ohm resistor, and a 6 ohm resistor. Again, I know this is parallel because of the branch points. Okay. So what is the current through the 2 ohm resistor? So specifically through here. So we know that the 10 volt, the voltage is the same all throughout in each branch for parallel. So I just use Ohm's law. I equals V over R. Voltage is 10, resistance is 2, so that gives me my final answer of 5 amps.